going on, Jerome? So after the Minnesota Vikings lost Jerome, Ezekiel Cousins, who had been playing at an MVP adjacent level, the question is, what were the Vikings going to do at quarterback, and would their season be sunk? Big time question. But the Vikings and general manager adofo-mensah doesn't get enough credit for making this trade, by the way, where the Vikings picked up Josh Dobbs from the Cardinals, who were ready to give up on him. They want to give their rookie Clayton Tune a shot. Also, Kyler Murray coming back. They want to showcase him for a trade. But the Vikings pick up Josh Dobbs, who had been starting for the Cardinals this season. Yes, was 1-7, but hashtag QB wins. Arizona's very bereft of talent. And then the Vikings had the options of rookie fifth-round pick Jaren Hall out of BYU or Josh Dobbs Sunday. They went with the rookie first, and then Jaren Hall got hurt, and then we know what happened. We know what happened. Josh Dobbs had a game for the ages. Like it is the Josh Dobbs statement game. Absolutely bat bleep insane, and leading that game-winning drive, shaking it off after a couple early miscues, and just completely doing the damn thing. It was impressive. But also, let's not get lost in all the insanity of the game. That Jaren Hall looked really damn good on that second drive for a rookie. Played with poise, made a couple nice throws. That long one to Madison was his only incompletion was just like that close to Hockenson in the end zone. Would have been a great capping off of the drive, and then also, I mean, he got concussed at the 1 yard line, which is an unfortunate spot when he was running for a touchdown, and would have been great. But Jaren Hall. First drive was sort of whatever. The Vikings were backed up against the end zone, fine. But the second drive, marching all the way down the field and really doing the damn thing, it was impressive. It really was. And again, not to take anything away from Josh Dobbs, who came in under very trying circumstances and led the Vikings on scoring drives and kept plays alive on third down and fourth down using his legs. It was great to see. And he deserved to be NFC Offensive Player of the Week. But now, the question is, what's going to happen with the Vikings at quarterback? Now, yes, Nick Mullins is on IR. They haven't activated his window. Sean Mannion's on practice squad. I think they're afterthoughts at this point. It comes down to Dobbs or Jaren Hall. And Jaren Hall is in concussion protocol. Not going to clear this week in all likelihood, but next week, it depends. It depends what is going to happen. But who do you roll with going forward? And Kevin O'Connell did name Josh Dobbs the starter for Sunday, but did not name him the starter for the rest of the season. And I think it's smart. But there's pros and cons for both. Where for Dobbs, like, he proved that he can win with the Vikings. I mean, the talent upgrade is certainly there versus Arizona, and also Justin Frigga Jefferson is going to be returning here in the next couple weeks, knocking on all the wood. Also, he was a starter for all the 2023 season, and even though, yes, it was on a very bad team, he also started at the end of last season for Tennessee when they're in a playoff chase. That all those reps do matter. And also him being a veteran, high football IQ, he adapts to systems very well. Remember, he was in training camp with the Browns, looked pretty good, got traded to the Cardinals and picked up that offense very quickly. And then obviously, drawing up plays in the sand, like he's all in, and he's only going to get better and better as he marinates in this offense. Also, mobility, arm, command up front, as well as composure and leadership. Check. And why it could be Jaren Hall. So Jaren Hall, fifth-round pick out of BYU, had all off-season, rookie camp, mini camp, OTAs, training camp, and all of the regular season in this offense. So he would be more up to speed than Josh Dobbs at this point in time. He was also drafted by Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell. Now, it should be all about merit. But when you're drafted by this regime, like, it does matter. And through all the scouting process and in the draft, they selected Jaren Hall. Like, hey, he's going to be our guy. We select him. Pikachu, I choose you. And he has been groomed all offseason. Also, when Nick Mullins went on injured reserve with his back issue, the Vikings did trust Jaren Hall being one play away because they didn't bring up a third quarterback to the 53. Because remember, Manio's on the practice squad, but you have to be on the 53-man rooster to be the emergency game day third quarterback on the 47th man. But they trusted Jaren Hall to be that guy who was a play away behind Kirk Cousins, and against the Packers, he was one play away. And they chose him to start over Dobbs versus the Falcons, even though you couldn't really blame them. Even though, yes, he's a rookie. For all the reasons that we listed above, he was a better option than Dobbs right there. But I mean, Dobbs sort of flipped over the board. And also with Dobbs, Jaren Hall has mobility, arm, command at the line of scrimmage, which really stands out. Maturity for his age. He's actually only 3 years younger than Josh Dobbs, which is funny since Josh Dobbs has been in the league since 2017. Also composure and leadership. So, frankly, I do think the Vikings definitely lucked out where, hey, you lost Kirk Cousins, who was playing at an MVP adjacent level, and you have two very intriguing, very good options that you can win with. And the Vikings moving forward, like I don't mind that Kevin O'Connell is keeping an open mind because no one really knows what the hell's going to happen. All he and his staff can do, which have done a great job, is coach both of these guys up. And in a way, maybe this competition helps each other out, where Jaren Hall obviously wants to be the guy. Josh Dobbs obviously wants to be the guy. And they got to go out there and play well. And this team, the defense improving. They got weapons all over the place. The offensive line is one of the best in the league, especially when Darisaw gets back. So I'm fine taking it week by week. Like if Josh Dobbs plays extremely well against the Saints, give him the Broncos game. If he's sort of whatever and Jaren Hall clears, then it's a question. But take it every single week, week by week. And at this stage, like I don't think that a quarterback controversy is a bad thing necessarily because no one is guaranteed the job. No one's in first place. No one is promised anything. So put up or shut up. Like it's competition time. Go get it on. And it's very easy to root for both of these guys. They're both very likable, both very talented. And I think the Vikings can win with both of them or either of them. So whatever happens at this point. And frankly, I'm just sort of enjoying the ride. Not gonna lie, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Will it be Josh Dobbs or rookie quarterback Jaren Hall once he clears the concussion protocol for the rest of the year for the Vikes? Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.